learners, welcome to the course on Nurturing Mindfulness to Thrive in the Digital Age. I am Dr. Savita Sharma, Associate Professor at School of Education and Humanities, Manav Rachna University. I am also the Hub Coordinator at OE4BW UNESCO platform, and I am a mindfulness practitioner. I'm super excited to offer this course wherein you'll be learning a very important critical skill in today's era, which is mindfulness. We'll be exploring the need of practicing mindfulness, and we'll also be learning various mindfulness-based strategies to make this a very important part of our life. So I'm looking forward to have a wonderful learning journey ahead. Thank you.
Dear learners, in this week 1, we'll be learning about the theoretical framework of mindfulness. We'll be understanding about the different dimensions of mindfulness, and we will in later week understand how mindfulness can be cultivated as part of our daily life. So as you can see here on the screen, mindfulness is an umbrella term, and there are primarily two ways we can understand mindfulness. The first way implies a set of practices which a person follow regularly and actually practice mindfulness in the form of meditation. The second is mindfulness as a state of mind, where we live mindfulness in form of our awareness. It has been known that mindfulness has its origin in Buddhism as a tradition, apart from our ancient yogic traditions, and it fundamentally aims at developing one's ability to focus attention on one's experience. And it's in its most simple form, mindfulness implies that we are able to pay attention in the present moment, here and now. There are two important definitions which will be helpful for us to get more clarity about the whole idea, the whole concept of mindfulness. The first definition is by John Kabat-Zinn. He is a very famous psychologist and somebody who is known for bringing the whole concept of mindfulness into mainstream psychology. And he defines mindfulness as the state of awareness that arises from paying attention on purpose in the present moment and non-judgmentally. So we can clearly see the three important dimensions here: paying attention in the present moment, this particular attention is purposeful, and the attention is primarily non-judgmental. Another definition to understand mindfulness, a more simpler one, says it's a moment by moment awareness. Let us take the first dimension of mindfulness, which is awareness in the present moment. So, mindfulness fundamentally means that we are able to pay attention in the present moment, here and now. And it brings a sense of aliveness as we directly observe our mind and body. We consciously learn to pay attention right here, right now. When we start noticing what is happening inside our body and mind and what is happening outside. And with this practice, gradually it results in slowing down of our thoughts. The second dimension of mindfulness being non-judgmental. It implies that with mindfulness, we respond to present moment with complete awareness rather than reacting. And with this pure awareness, the way we experience is independent of our predetermined beliefs, or perceptions, opinion, whether they are positive or negative. We learn to become detached observer. And an analogy to understand this is imagining ourselves like an audience of the movie rather than an actor. So, we see actor is so engrossed in the movie that it does not have a separate entity. Being an audience means that we are able to observe the experience as a detached observer. It means that we take a pause and we observe the reality as it is, not what we want it to be. It is being open to experiences and people in the most unconditional and natural way. And with this, we get out of our conditioned response, the conditioned response of the pattern of mind. The third dimension of mindfulness, which is a purposeful and conscious attention. So, in practice of mindfulness, we make a deliberate choice to put attention in the present moment, and we actually exert choice between stimulus and response. We shift our mode from autopilot to taking more conscious charge of steering wheel of our life, our attention. We take charge of a very, very important faculty, which is faculty of attention, our attention muscle. And gradually, with practice of mindfulness, it becomes very natural for us to choose where to put the attention on, rather than passively allowing it to flow in any past or future thoughts. So friends, we have learned so far that mindfulness is primarily our ability to focus in the present moment consciously without any kind of judgment. And we have learned 3 important dimensions of mindfulness. In the later sections, we will be learning about the different strategies and different techniques that we can adapt to make mindfulness as part of our life. With regular practice of mindfulness, we can acquire hold over muscle of our attention, and we can channelize this capability, this ability for making more conscious choices in our lives, rather than responding to situations and experiences without any conscious thought. Now, it might sound easier to practice mindfulness. Think again. So, there are 2 situations which I want you to imagine to understand this better. Situation 1, you can just close your eyes and imagine that you are taking a walk alone near your park, and after completing your day long work at school and college, you don't have very immediate any task at hand. And in the park, there's not much noise around, only except soothing natural sounds like chirping of birds or blowing of wind. And if during this walk, now to understand this better, let us have 2 situations. Situation 1, where you can just close your eyes and imagine that you are taking a walk in nearby park after completing your day long work at school, college, office, home, and you don't have any immediate task at hand. In this park, there is not much noise around except soothing natural sound like chirping of birds or blowing of wind. If during this walk you've been asked to, close your eyes, focus on your breath, inhale, exhale, I think you'll find the process easy, natural to follow. And on the other hand, a different scenario. Now let's move to another situation. It's Monday morning, 9 a.m. You are in mid of your, routine chores, and suddenly the caretaker, the maid calls up and says that he or she is not turning up. You're all stressed out as to how the things will be managed. And at this juncture, you've been asked to do the same thing. Simply close your eyes, focus on your breath, inhale, exhale. What will be your reaction? You would probably say that, let me just finish my work first, meditation can take place later, right? This is precisely the point. If we want to cultivate mindfulness as a mental ability, there has to be a systematic, regular and conscious commitment to the practice. And, it may start with taking few moments on daily basis at a time when our life is not really going through a very high or low patch. And as we start this practice and we continue, we develop our capability of being in charge of our thoughts and emotional control, irrespective of the outside situations being unpleasant or unexpected. So, with this, we complete the week 1, and in coming weeks, we'll be learning more interesting facets and ideas about mindfulness. Till then, goodbye, happy learning. Thank you.
Dear learners, I hope you had a wonderful learning experience as part of week 1, where we explored the concept of mindfulness along with its dimensions. We are looking forward to have more of such concepts in week 2. Thank you.